We discussed about predefined annotations, and now we are going to discuss about the annotations which is defined by us. We call it as user defined annotations. So here, now when we are going to use these are used at certain purposes only. So based on the information what we got, these are used. Some things are used for the classes or a method. Classes or a methods. 1 second. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes these annotations are used for methods or classes, or sometimes before variables also, if required. So this is all about predefined methods. But when we are using user-defined methods, that is depends upon our usage, whether it is required or not. So for that, we are having one example. Then we are going to discuss that. Second, I'm going to share that to you. So here, yeah, this is in the last class we discussed this. Just as I created one class with the name of the class is user defined annotations. So here inside that I'm having one annotations at interface, and the name of the annotation is like a test. Okay. Okay. So in this annotation, I am going to mention, I'm going to take one more method inside this. I'm going to take, wait a second. Okay. So I'm going to take method inside one more class. I'm going to take it. There is a disturbance over here. Yeah. Here I'm going to take one more method over here inside this. And again, while I'm going to access it, I'm going to create a method, an object for this class, and I'm going to access that one. Okay. So just inside this, I'm going to take one annotation, which is a predefined annotations. Just now I'm writing the name on my own. So these are the user defined annotations available. This is what we know. So many things are there. Like see this one. These are all the user defined, predefined. Now I'm going to take like um, my annotation, sorry, my annotations. So how we are going to declare this? This is people are not stopping it. Yeah. So, so inside this, I'm going to create one annotation. So I'm going to use it. How I'm going to use that? So initially, if I'm going to use that, it should be declared. The name should be declared before that. So I'm going to declare that one first. First of all, where I need to use that? Okay, first I'm going to use over here inside this method. Sorry, inside this class I'm going to use. But how I need that? Inside this I'm having the name, the value. So what we call this? There are predefined annotations. Sorry, user defined annotations are of three types. Here inside this, one is with no methods, and one is with a single method, and there is already we discussed this one. There is a single method with the default value and more than one method. This is all of what about the previous, I mean, the user defined. So here I'm going to take 10. Sorry. Yeah. So this is the usage. In this class, I'm going to use this one, but this is not available. This we need to declare that one. We need to declare that one. So how I need to tell that whether this is an annotations? We know that how to create an. So this is how we are going to create. So I already told about this. This is like, see this one, more methods, one method with the default. So in this way, I'm going to create interface. So what is the name? My ANNO. So I am going to create the annotation name, and inside that, I'm going to take a value inside that. So value is equals to some on, I mean, I am telling that this is a method with a single method, sorry, into method, sorry. Annotation 0. Yeah. See this one. It is showing like annotations are not allowed here. So why it is saying like that? Just I will tell you. I'm going to give this a particular usage. So only this thing I'm using, but the annotations are not allowed over here. Why it is not allowed? Either it will be like before the class, maybe. Just a second. So this should be before the class or a method. So we know that it should not be a single. Okay. So how we are going to need this space, and here I'm going to create a method for the usage. In our usage point of view, I'm going to take one method itself, public void. The name of the method is like yeah, hi. Yeah, okay. So this is the name. Just the name of the method is a hi. So here, how we declared a predefined, sorry, user defined annotation by using a keyword interface. So after that, we are going to give the name of a user defined. This is our own. So, and we created a method, single method one. So here, like this, if it is like, if there is no value like this over here, then it is just I'm going to remove this one. I'm going to remove this one over here. So at the time of the functionality, if I'm going to remove this, it will say like already there is a value. There is a value. So here like this. So don't you think like this is a method? So it is like in every interface is consisting of what the every interface consisting of. This consisting of the abstract methods. We already know that. So that's why it is asking for the value missing through required. So when you just alt enter, just add missing value. So either it will be like a 0, directly you can mention it like this also. It doesn't matter for us. So here inside this value is equal to 0 or a 10. So this is what we have to know while we are just assigning the values. This is sometimes only you are going to use a user defined annotation. The user defined annotations, I'm not going to tell whether this is a useful in a very great stage or not actually. These are the things you have to understand in your own manner, like whether it is required for you or not. So in this condition, I'm thinking like this is required. This is like a demo one. So I'm not going to tell you where it is going to check this one. In some conditions, may be useful. So how there are three types of user defined interfaces, sorry, annotations are available. Like one is, see this one here. So with one method, with no methods, actually with no methods. So let me show you this. Yeah, see this one. This is a, in the last class we already discussed about this. So here the method with the default value. So I mean without no methods, how we are going to do that? Without no methods. Okay. So if you mention in a method inside this, it should be implemented because this is an abstract method inside an interface. How you are going to create a user interface? Based on that, we are going to implement this thing, which is a similar thing. So when we are just implement this, like this is not possible. This is like a interface, right? Sorry, this is annotation, right? So there will be no implementation. So don't you think in that way? So it is directly assigning the value. Huh? Okay, like this, like this. So directly you're going to assign the value for this like directly. So when I click on this, it has been highlighted whether it is using or not. Okay. Oh, here I'm going to take, just I need to access it. There is a keyword called a method. There is a keyword called a method inside a Java. Sorry, system dot out dot println. So hello, hello. Okay. So here I created a method. I'm going to use this annotation and I'm going to assign it. I just declared a user defined annotation named my anno, and I'm having a single method inside an annotation. Okay. So this is the one of the type of a user defined annotation. Okay. So here I assigned a value as a 10. I assigned a value. Think like this is an initialization. So when you are going to use this, just assigning a value. That's it. Okay. Let me 1 second. Yeah, 1 second. I need to connect it to the charger. My charging is going down. If we declare anything inside this, we didn't use it, then the error will occur. That we know already that about the interfaces, what we discussed. That's why in before that we mentioned directly, like see this one. If there is anything issue with that, if I want to do this directly, I will need to put a functional interface in before that. So only one method will be available. I mean, along with the default or a static methods inside an interface. So this is all about the interface. This is not a class. If you're telling about the interface like this, you already know that, right? Interface. Okay. Now, like this, we need only one thing. So this is all we know already. This one. This. Yeah, see this one, only this is allowed. So this is in the sense of a functional interface. Directly you are telling, but this is a user-defined interface. This is user-defined annotation. So that's why I'm saying like this, if it consisting of the any abstract value inside an interface, it should be declared, I mean, it should be initialized or used or implemented. It's like that. Okay, there is no need to bother about that. So here, okay, just I'm going to remove this. Don't you think about this? Okay, now I'm going to, how I'm going to access this value. This is the main thing you have to remember. So whether if I'm when I'm going to access this, you will think like, does we need this user defined annotation? Are you sure for that? So I don't think so. Sometimes it will be useful and sometimes it is not. You can directly take a values and all. Okay. So by using a name called a method, just I'm deleting this. Here, there is a method. There is a class method is available. Just enter, which is inside a reflect. See this one. So it is an import statement. So this is an import statement. It consisting of java.lang.language. This is the language and reflect. inside this class, inside this package or a folder, think like this is a class, a folder, whatever it is. So this method is available. So by using this one, this keyword, we'll call it as a class. So this class is having somewhat a different access, somewhat different properties to access the annotations, the user defined annotations. So by using these user defined annotations, you are going to access each and everything. Okay. So please remember this one. Already told you about this in the previous sessions. Like we are going to discuss about the user defined annotations. See this one. Yeah. This is a class method. Don't you think like this is a parallel thing like arrays class? We already discussed about that. So where it is available, java.land.reflect. This method is an interface. So okay, method is an interface. Okay. So don't you think we are not going to discuss so many things inside this, which is a common thing to access the user defined methods, sorry, user defined annotations. We are going to access the user defined annotations. Basis on this, then we are going to access it. Okay. So I'm going to show you that. Wait a second. Okay, here we are having. Did I share this? Are you sure? Yeah, already sharing it. Okay. 1 second. Yeah. I'm going to create, I'm going to create a one object for an object for this class. I'm going to create an object for this class. Just remove this one first of all, and then I will create this. So like how you are going to create this user depth. This is this one. This one for this I'm going to create an object. How I'm going to create an object? We need to give the name, and there is a keyboard, and this is the how we are going to create an object by using a keyword and new. Okay. Now our object has been created. Now we are going to take a method class. So what is this method class? Where it is available inside a reflect class. So when we are creating this, directly we can take 1 second method is equals to user def dot. I actually see this one. This is okay. This is showing an error. Just I'm telling you about why it is showing error. So only 3 minutes left, right? It's okay. We'll complete this one and then we will. Okay. So here, when you are going to call this one, so basis on the object created. So this is the object we created. For this class, we created an object. Basis on that, we need to access that one. So, but here, when we directly call a method, it is not possible to call it upon. So we'll say like by using a dot get class and a get name, get method. So again, I'm telling you, there are two things you need to remember this one. So directly you can't even access that. Okay, just wait a second. Yeah, get class and a get method. Inside a get method, this one, I'm going to tell you about how I'm going to access that. It is like I need to take a name over here. Yeah, okay. I will take some name over here. Okay. Get method. It is showing error. Why it is showing error? Okay, maybe this is all because of null and not new things. Checking. Okay, why it is showing error? Let me check this way. Okay, exceptions will occur, right? Actually, in the next class, we are going to discuss about exception handlings and packages because it is throwing an exception. So we need to handle that. Okay, where is this? Not here. So it is showing an exception. See this one. Yes, I'm HR over here. See, unhandled exception, no such method exception. It is like sometimes it will show like we need to allow this one at the runtime. So what is an exception? There are two types. At the runtime, we need to handle each and every error, or else that you think like you are not a programmer. Okay. So this is we are going to discuss this one. This is all about exception handling. But in this condition, we need this. That's why it took this one. Okay. So here, user defined dot get class. We can't access this one. So by using user defined dot get class dot get method, I'm passing a value. I'm passing a value for this. So all these are available inside. These are initialized inside. So user defined this object. I'm going to get the class, everything inside that, and the method inside this. And I'm assigning some value for that. Just it's a string value. Just don't get confused over here. Then now I'm going to access my annotation. How I'm going to, create my, to call my annotation, I need to create an object for this annotation also. This annotation, ANNO, and my anno is equals to how you are going to create an object for that. So here is how you are going to access the user defined annotation based on the method. So now I'm going to take method dot. This is the object I created for method. So by using that, we are going to call that value. Okay. How you are going to call that value? There is a keyword, method called get annotation. Again, I'm telling you, by using method only, we can access user defined annotations. So that we created this our own on our own. By using this method, which is available inside a method, I'm going to take a get annotation. And what is the annotation for that? The name of the class, the name of the class. So here, one thing we need to notice, like the name of the class, in the sense when we manually, do you know about this one, right? So manually, when you are going to run a Java program, think like this is a Java program. When manually you are going to run, or you can do anything, whatever you want. At that time, the dot class file will be created. See this one, already told you about this. These are the class files. These are the class files. Wait. Where is the property? If I directly click on this, then it will be open. But okay, see this one. So this is a class file. This is a class file. So basis on that, we are going to use that one. So okay, see this one here. I'm going to take a my anno dot class. So I'm going to consider, I'm going to pass to this annotation. So the class value I'm sending, this one is an annotation. We created an object for that. But again, we need to send that class one. See, the user defined was somewhat different. So actually, I didn't use it in my programming too. So sometimes maybe it is useful. If it is required, then this is how we are going to use this user defined. There are three types. One is with methods, without methods, and more than one method inside the user defined interface. Okay. So here, this is how we are going to access this. And again, I'm going to print the value for that. Let me conclude the session, because you need to go for some class, right? Just I will print it and then I will leave. Okay. Println. Check comma space my anno dot value. Here, see this one, this value has been retrieved. So this is how we are going to get it. Okay, I'm going to run this one, then I will complete the topic. Okay. What happened to this? Did I made any mistake? 10 value. Okay. This is a high. This is high. Okay. I need to access this. Access this. main.land, no such method exception created at the breakpoint. Yeah, because of the exception have been already I just handled it, right? Why it is showing again and again? Okay, I will tell you about this. This is the main issue. What happened? Okay, this is how we are going to use a user defined annotations. And by using this, we are going to assign a value for the method or a class. So basis on this, by using a method class, we are going to access the user defined annotation. Okay. I think the time has been done. Yeah, you may leave the class. Thank you.